Hi guys, well, a lot more of you. When I wrote this script, I started out by saying, hi and welcome to the 150 new people. That number is now 700 new people. I guess that's what happens when you take a month off. Things sometimes go a little crazy, and this went a lot crazy. A month ago, I had about 50 subscribers, and that was amazing. I think I actually had like 40. And now I have a lot more. My most viewed video, I think, had 1,000 views. Now we're 15,000. I have like 3 or 4 videos above a couple of thousands. I think my second one is about to hit up 10,000. Basically what I'm saying, thank you so tremendously amounts. The support's been overwhelming, but let's just jump into the meat of the video today. You guys actually been requesting this one, so some of you out there are gonna love this one. Today we're gonna take a look at a guy who seems extremely trustworthy.
I will give you one.
No.
I want you to have it.
Are you serious?
Whether you please don't eat them.
No,
because it
I'm not
should
gonna
be.
eat them.
I'll actually give you a pair of those.
Okay.
And you can take and grow them. And if you consume them,
No, I'm not eating them. I'm sorry, God. Pretty, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and stab me again. I'm gonna go ahead and make this thing a shamu sandwich as well. Shamu. Through the top. In. Will he fit? Will it bend? Will it bend? Oh, we got him. Oh, did he get him? Can he fit? Can he fit? Oh, he's trying. Gonna do. Can he get the head though? Can he get the head? Oh, what? They always get pushed in the corner. Had him head first. Oh, he's toast. Oh, he's toast. He's toast. He's toast. He's toast. He's got him. He's got him. He's got him. Oh my gosh. I knew we could fit him. I knew we could fit him down there. Well, time to turn on the light. Finish him off with the light on, buddy.
Okay, that was a lie. We're looking into Zach from the channel Catch 'Em All Fishing, who seems to have a particularly interesting relationship to fish. They have about 1.5 million subscribers. Now, during my research, I realized that he does a lot of clickbait. There's a lot of titles that makes him seem like a really, really scumbaggy kind of person that has no morals whatsoever. And until you watch the video and you realize that was just pure clickbait, there's actually nothing in it. I did find some instances, though, where we can take a look at what's not the smartest thing to do. Now, let's just start with the kind of easy one, low fruit. That's easy. Like most of these guys, he has gotten his hand on the flower horn. It's one of those fish that these guys just need to have, even though it only lasts about 2 years. There you go. Horrible breeding by humans. That fucked up that fish more than we already did by making it in the first place. But he shows actually us some very important things when he go and pick up this flower horn. Why you don't keep it with other fish? Because the guy he picks it up from does that.
Oh my God! Look at the horn on that thing. Oh, eats right out of your hand, huh? Oh my gosh. Dude, that is the fattest flower horn I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh. That goldfish has got the crap beaten out of it by the flower horn. They even admit it in the video. That's kind of beautiful. I don't think it's intentional, but they show why you definitely don't want to keep this fish with anything. But let's just take a moment to the fact that the guy who owns the fish and gives it to Zach, which, to be honest, I don't think is the best place to send a fish, but that's my opinion.
I was gonna put him in the bottom pond for now, but I don't know. I mean, I know they get really aggressive.
Look at my goldfish, how it is.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this thing is torn up. Boy. So that's why you're getting rid of it, because he's tearing everybody up, huh? Dude.
No, and I'm gonna change the tank around too.
Oh yeah, you're gonna do all sorts of stuff?
The guy literally admits the only reason why he's giving it away is because he wants to redesign the tank. It's not because he cares about this poor goldfish that's literally in a torture chamber right here. This must be, a really horrible life for that fish. He doesn't actually seem to care. That's just sad, but hey, maybe it got better for that poor goldfish. It was just a slight observation. It's nothing on Sack, really. He just picked up the other fish. I just felt a little bad there. But don't worry, same video, Sack is going to prove why I'm making a video on him, and why everybody thinks I should. He has now, in his own video, established this fish is somewhat aggressive. So what does Sack do? He takes it out into a pond with other fish. Because, why the hell not? You already know it's aggressive. Let's put it in with some others that, according to him, are also aggressive. Which means they're gonna fight. He even states he thinks the flower horn is the one that's gonna get his ass kicked. I mean, how do you make that decision in the first place? I don't get it. You know the fish is violent and aggressive. Yet, you stick it in with other fish that you also believe are somewhat violent and aggressive. So you think they're not gonna pick a fight? Under normal circumstances, those fish would probably, one of them would scurry off when they realize I'm losing. In a pond, that most likely will result in a dead fish in the end, because they're not gonna stop. Oh, and just for funsies, can we just notice that for an afterthought? It seems like it, at least, that it's an afterthought. And he just, right before he plops it in, decides to mention that, oh, he has acclimatized the fish, it's the same temperature. I have no way of proving it. I have no way of disproving it. Theoretically, he could be right because it was moved, so, and the pond's outside, so potentially. But, it just seems like it was a little, just gotta nip that one in the butt.
Alright, so we're gonna let this guy go into the pond. Temperatures are the same. He's good to go. If he gets beat up at all, we're gonna move him into his own tank. But I think with the size of the fish that are in here and everything that's been in here.
About a week later, Lord behold, Sack uploads a video where he shows that the flower horn now lives in a, what, from the outside looks kind of like a dirty little tank. He's no longer in the pond, but, you know, we don't get that good of a look. All we can see is that there are little fish with it, so I don't know if he's feeding it live fish, because I have a feeling that's what's happening there. Basically, it seems to me that he already knows what he's doing. He knows it's stupid. He knows it's going to fail. But he does it anyway, kind of like I'm just testing the waters, so to speak. No pun intended. Ah, fuck that. Pun intended. So it's like he's kind of doing the whole, what can I get away with before people get mad at me? It's just a feel I'm getting off of him so far. Now, onwards to the next thing. There's all these guys in Florida. Well, actually not. Paul didn't do it, so. At least he didn't do it on video. So. But Florida has a massive problem with invasive species. It's insane how large a problem this is. And therefore there's a lot of laws in effect trying to curb this. And it does seem that to some degree Sack understands these laws, because he catches a snakehead. He does know the law when it comes to snakeheads, that if you catch one and immediately release it into the very same place, you are technically within the boundaries of the law. What he doesn't tell you is that the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, in the very next sentence on their guidelines for snakeheads, says, do not release it, with an exclamation point, by the way. And then a direct line right after, how to humanely kill it. So yeah, you're technically within the law, but you're also not doing what is very recommended, because that fish is destroying a lot of things, and a lot of species are not doing well because of it. Now, where Sack then kinda goes off from where it's actually correct is, he takes this and then he puts it into the bracket, this applies to all species. Which is not technically correct, because we see him find some green iguanas that was apparently gotten trapped in this contraption of his. I would say if you build something and it can get trapped like that, it's not trapped inside a pipe. Just see it here.
And these are little baby ones. They're stuck to the tape. Dang, that sucks. I gotta free them.
As you can see, they're trapped in tape. So I would say that's a poor build of his, if that can happen. I hope he fixed it. But what he does is he immediately releases it. One of them. The other one apparently seems dead.
Oh, the other one didn't do so good, but we're gonna let you go. He's good. He's good.
That is breaking the law. Because green iguanas are such a massive problem in Florida that they have lost their protection against anti-animal cruelty laws. You're allowed, it's legal to beat the shit out of a green iguana in the wild in Florida. That's the level they're willing to try and eradicate this problem. That cruelty does not count for this particular species. Now that's a whole ethical discussion. I'm not really gonna go down into it. There's the whole thing, respect for life. But what if that life is a problem? The point is, the state wants this eradicated so much that you can do anything to it. That he just lets it go. That would be nice if he would then, clarify that this is a massive problem. Instead of just letting it go and teaching a million people that, it doesn't matter what invasive species you find, you can just let it go. It bothers me because Florida has a very unique wildlife and it should be protected. Especially from our little pets that really don't belong there. Now, of course, like all of these guys, he has gotten himself a gulper catfish. Because that's the new fucking fashion fish for these guys. Well, let's face it, most of us mere mortals have actually never had one of these fish, and there's a very good reason for that. And I'm gonna get into it because I noticed one thing. None of these guys actually bother with a care guide for this fish. And I can tell you why, because if you do it, then they will realize in about 5 seconds that they are not doing it right. They're doing it about half right and then half wrong. So I came up with an idea, and I'm gonna stick a care guide into this video. That's why it took so long, because I actually asked a biologist how to take care of this. It took me a while, but I made a care guide, and I just figured, let's just put it in this video, and here you go. So you have decided to buy a gulper catfish, or Asteophysis batrachus. Congratulations! It originates from South America, where it is mostly found in slow-moving water and probably should not be kept in tanks with too much flow. But many report that they have kept the fish successfully in spite of high flow. The fish grows to a total length of about 14 inches or 35 centimeters and should be kept in a tank no smaller than 70 gallons, preferably a 100 plus, with a footprint size of 72 times 18 times 18 inches. Due to the catfish soft, sensitive skin, it is advised to have a sparse amount of decor, but a bit of driftwood does nicely simulate its natural environment. For substrate, it is advised to stay away from the types that are noticeably sharp or rigid. Be on the safe side and use smaller, rounded pebbles so the fish is safe from injury. When it comes to the water, it is a very messy fish, so filtration is very important, and water changes must be frequent. When it comes to food, it is highly recommended, if you feed it live fish, and you really shouldn't, to gut load the feeder fish to make sure the catfish gets some vegetable matter, as even though they are pure carnivores, they do benefit from a small amount of vegetable matter. It is recommended to feed about 1 hour after gut loading, as this will improve the digestion of the plant material. But overall, it is not recommended to feed it live nor dead any kind of goldfish or carp, as this can cause thiaminase poisoning in the long term. It is highly recommended though to use catfish chow made from the major fish food brands, as this staple provides the fish with the required nutrients to keep it healthy. It is however not recommended to feed your gulper fish very large meals, as this can cause indigestion and kill your brand new pet. In conclusion, this is an expensive fish to keep. It requires a lot and can usually not be kept with other fish, as it may try to eat even the larger segment. Now, with that out of the way, you know what's coming. It's the climax. We're here. It's the big thing. It's the one thing most of us saw. It's the fucking fish roller coaster. I honestly don't know what's worst about this. What it shows how he treats life, or how he cares about the feeder fish, or just basically the fact that he has no reason to do it except making a video. He put the fish through this contraption I'm gonna show you for no reason whatsoever than the video.
Be free, my friends. Oh, yeah, it's pretty.
There's so many.
Round two.
He literally acclimates them in a giant tub that would be fine for feeder fish, because that's what it is, and if that's what he's using, fine. I have so many issues with why you shouldn't, but apparently it's a big thing in the US, and well, I'm not surprised that these guys keep using feeder fish, because it's funny, but it's not very good. And to be honest, it's not funny either. It's really just horrible. If you're gonna feed your animals, at least take care of their food well, you know. It's not that hard. But yeah, he basically acclimates them in a top, and then he uses this long ass pipe, or tube, and sucks them up, and then sends them through this into a bathtub. And I kind of feel that that's horrible. What's worse is they're all in on it. They all think it's funny and are laughing their heads off, because this is funny. Scaring the life out of a fish is funny. Putting it in something where it theoretically could get stuck. There's like almost only just enough room for that fish to go through. It's just wrong. Why do you need to stress a fish out for God knows how many seconds before it pops out on the other end? He states in the end that, look, they're fine, it's safe. We don't know how many of them died of stress in the next 24 hours. We don't know. I would like to know, because I don't think they were fine. I don't think it was safe. I think quite a few of them died, but it's gonna be very hard to tell, because of course they're feeder fish, so he fed them to someone. And not only that, most of the feeder fish, they usually die within a week anyway, because they're so poorly kept and treated. Most of them aren't even fed in a pet store. They don't care. And the absolute worst part is, it worked. He made a video, which was probably the whole point. And that video got 8 million views. A quick average should put that thing in about $8,000. He made money, and a lot off of it. I mean, just look at this course they're building. It's just swirling up, down. I mean, look at this part.
Into the cinnamon bun.
Oh, the Cinnabon swirl! Oh! Will he make it all the way? The Cinnabon! The Cinnabon! No! The Cinnabon! The Cinna swirl! Oh, we're going in!
You can't tell me that shouldn't put some level of stress onto the fish as it's twirling like that. We've all sat in, things like that in a theme park. It pressures your body. It's the same principle. It's just basically wrong, and the commentary makes it about 10 times as bad, because he laughs, and they all laugh.
Who's gonna win? I don't know. There's another one. Oh no! Oh! Kelly's a monster. Kelly's sucking him up heavy.
It just sounds like they don't give a crap about these fish. These fish are worth nothing. It sounds like it, at least. And that's a poor way to look at life. I'll be honest, I'm not a vegetarian. I eat meat. But I do care about where that meat comes from. I care about how it was treated. Treat the animal you're gonna feed it with respect. Don't treat it like shit. That's all. It's not that hard, really. Just because it's a feeder fish doesn't mean you shouldn't treat it decently. Its life ain't that long. At least let it have a decent life. It won't take that much effort. Oh, and one last thing.
Yo, can I have one?
What? Yeah, I guess. What are you gonna keep it in though?
Hey.
What is that? All right, whatever. Okay.
Did you just get one? Yeah, man.
Oh, that's the whole video on its own, isn't it?